When we begin to talk about ACUDESTRESS, we begin to think about you being as restorative of your smile as our girl here on the left. And we know that this is possible for the great majority of people. And we want to make sure that it's made available to the absolute maximum number of people possible. We think that this can be a very, very high percentage. And we realize that also, at the end, we sometimes have people who are struggling with this. And so we would be remiss not to talk about that. We want your smile to return. And we know that you have to do a little work at it this time. I talked to you on the last frame about the resources appearing. But sometimes people resist these resources, or sometimes people just can't see them, or people even have a sense of that they don't deserve them, and so they kind of pass over them without paying too much attention to them. It's very important during this period of time that you take seriously how you may culture presence, so that when you fall away from this, and you will have situations where life does overwhelm you and you don't feel like you have your resourcefulness working for you again. In fact, at that moment that you don't. And so we will teach you, whether it's in person or online, how to become present to the process, how to return to presence if you lose it. And so I invite you at this point to realize that there are many approaches to presence which exist in the world that are not what we do specifically, but which are offered by other people. And as we continue, I'm not going to talk about them here to a great extent, but I'm just saying that there are many processes like, say, doing yoga, which would work even better after ACUDESTRESS, or doing the emotional freedom technique, which I'll talk about in more detail at a later point. Here, we just want to tell you that whether you've been working with us in our clinic and coming to our ACUDESTRESS sessions, or whether you've been working with somebody else and you need this component, the ACUDESTRESS component, we will do our best to provide this for you. We believe that virtually everyone can make use of this, can become aware of and able to use the resource that exists here. And so I would like you to read this page and see how you can best play into this. We'd like you to stay involved, and we provide programs afterwards to the people that do ACUDESTRESS with us, where they can get together, because it's very important in the early going to be able to put into words what is happening to you. It's not always easy to do that with other people who have not been involved in the same process as you have, but it becomes very easy to do with people that you look around and you see have been through the same process as you have. This won't persist. This is during the period in which this is new to you and that it's kind of clunky in your experience. But after a while, it will become more sophisticated, just in the same way as the way that you deal with, that you've dealt with stress all your life is sophisticated, even if it's not working well for you. So we wish you spontaneity, flexibility, resilience, and we'll stick with you in various ways to make sure that that's manifest in your life.